switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I on the wrist.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Sacramento Miners. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff now looks to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, it's his running back, Melvin Gordon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them, Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Let's go, baby. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with Pumphrey, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We go tonight, like 20.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
180. BC.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Cut. 180.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tariq Cohen, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check safety, check safety.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now Gordon on first down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Come on.
This is Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Pumphrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 52. In your face. He's checking. Kill.
3rd and long. It's gone. But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And some room to work. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is gone. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 27, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
58, come on. Are you getting
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Allen's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And it's complete. Henry. And he He's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Goff on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Jumper. Watch the end.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. On the return, it's King. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On the ground, Michel. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. This is Michel on the counter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jackson. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
That's good for a Sacramento first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, and this is complete. It's Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point safely through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Goff. Washington's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check 26, check 21.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the pass.
And to give this time to the tailback. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
17.
From the red zone now, Goff. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
There's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On the ground is Michel. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
You.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run on first down with Jackson. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get this, get this. 49, check 49, check 49.
Goff. Complete to Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And now off to the races down the right side. And this results in 6. Touchdown. But a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point up and through, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
180. Check back.
Out of the gun. Goff going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Whirling. 52
Now it's gone. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson. This is caught by Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark.
Exactly is going on? Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. The lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. We don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
52. Check, 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 check. Begin. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Gone. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Check 22 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Whoa. Check. Back.
Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Jackson to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Devin Bush in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Pittsburgh, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the home team here, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.